Hey everyone, welcome back to the Weekly Wrap. I'm your host, Audrey Castoreno. Be sure to strap in because we are getting you up to date on all of the biggest stories of the week. At number 5 in our countdown, get ready for a new look the next time you renew your Texas driver's license or state ID. The Department of Public Safety introduced the new design this week. The updated cards no longer show a gold star at the top right corner, instead a black star to signify that the license or ID is real ID compliant. The cards also shift the identifying information to a spot that is easier to read, and they're made from a different material that makes it harder for people to make counterfeit versions of. Current licenses and IDs will remain valid until they expire. At number 4, a woman known as the ketamine queen has agreed to plead guilty to charges she sold drugs which killed actor Matthew Perry. Federal prosecutors worked out a plea deal with Jasveen Singha, and she is the 5th person to plead guilty in this case. Investigators say she illegally sold the ketamine that killed the Friends star in October of 2023. Her plea deal comes just weeks before she was set to go on trial. She faces up to 65 years in prison when she is sentenced. And with the school year underway, a lot of students will be seeing their school nurse for various reasons. But as Jeremy Baker reports, one state-mandated screening for youngsters aims to give students proper support so they can thrive in the classroom.
That screening is for scoliosis, a condition involving the curvature of the spine instead of a straight line. The effects can range from mild discomfort to a lot of pain, and in extreme cases, it can impact your organ function.
It's fairly common. It's very uncommon that patients have to have surgery for it, but it is something that we see in our clinics pretty frequently.
Other symptoms of scoliosis include back pain, difficulty standing upright, shoulder blade prominence, breathing difficulties, and fatigue. The American Association of Neurological Surgeons says scoliosis affects about 3% of the U.S. population. That's close to 9 million people. Girls are more likely to develop the condition than boys, and the risk of the condition increases with age, with young girls being screened earlier than boys.
Typically for girls, it's 5th and 7th grade, and for boys, it's usually 8th grade. They'll do a screening exam at school, which involves looking at them from the front, looking at them from the back, looking for asymmetry of their shoulders, their hips, their spine.
Dr. Keck says if there is rotation of their ribs, that's when an X-ray is needed, and it's important to catch it early.
All those screenings are designed to get your pediatrician and your surgeons to see you before your curve has progressed to the point of surgery.
For more information about scoliosis and bone health in general, we have links with this story on KENS5.com. Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.
Some good tips there. The Weekly Wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
KENS 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
KENS 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call KENS. Weekdays at 6 on KENS 5.
Got a problem, call KENS. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for KENS 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very first guy hired at KENS 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the KENS family, because the KENS family is the San Antonio family. I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg.
We want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity. New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage live or on demand right here on KENS 5 Plus.
Welcome back to the weekly wrap. At number 3, parents of Camp Mystic flood victims testified this week before state lawmakers in Austin. This marks the first time the families have appeared publicly before the legislature since the disaster. Camp Mystic is one of several summer camps where children were staying along the Guadalupe River when it flooded in the early morning hours of July 4th, killing dozens of campers, counselors, and staff. Families are urging lawmakers to enact stronger safety standards to prevent future catastrophes.
We trusted Camp Mystic with her precious life, but that trust was broken in the most devastating way. The camp had a heightened duty of care, and they failed to perform. That failure cost 25 campers and 2 young counselors their lives. No one had to die that day.
Ahead of the hearing, a spokesperson for the coalition said their children's lives were cut short because of safeguards in place were not enough. They want to make sure no other families ever endure what they've been through. SB 1, which has been proposed, would require camps to have an emergency plan and an emergency preparedness coordinator. The camp would also need to get that plan approved by the state. We'll have more on the parents' testimony as well as SB 1 online at KENS5.com. At number 2, after weeks of debate and even a quorum break, a bill to redraw Texas congressional maps has now passed the House. The new redistricting map that would most likely result in the GOP gaining 5 additional seats in Congress. This would just be the beginning of the redistricting battle. Other states are considering changes to their congressional maps that could help their party gain more seats. Switching gears, at Umberto's Italian Grill, the focus is on family and familiar Italian staples. From hand-breaded eggplant parmesan to classic lasagna, staff says consistency in the kitchen and attention to details are just part of their daily routine. Simone Simpson stopped by to see what's cooking in this week's Neighborhood Eats.
Explore authentic taste in every dish.
Everything you make it is like it for you. The food, the cleaning, the restaurant, everything.
From mouth-watering mozzarella to delectable pasta, Umberto's Italian Grill will put your taste buds on a thrill.
Thank Jesus, we opened this business around 30 years already.
Raul Segura has high standards for his restaurant, which he ensures isn't a tall order.
My waiters and my people he got the capacity to take care of my customers. And I say thank you for all my customers coming to the front door.
All right, we've teased you long enough with picture-perfect plates. Let's dive in. First into Napoletana pizza. I love it, Raul.
Thank you.
Great job. Next, chicken piccata. Sauteed chicken with white wine and lemon butter sauce. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh, Raul, this is great.
Thank you, enjoy.
Next is Raul's favorite dish, fresh mussels. It was my first time trying, so he showed me how it's done. My first mussel.
That's very nice.
Oh, I love that. And my favorite, beef lasagna. I love it. Came hungry and leaving happy. Simone Simpson, Neighborhood Eats.
That looked good. I'm going to have to try and check it out. Stick with us. We're going to be right back.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia, generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
talked to this police officer, and she told me to call Ken 5.
Every week, Ken's 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC's working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call Ken's. Weekdays at 6, only on Ken's 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call Ken 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots, I have Spurs roots, I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. I grew up watching Ken's 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
so good!
That is fantastic.
Catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on Kens 5 Plus.
It's time for this week's Quick Hits. Meredith Haas is taking a look at vaccines and dental floss along with AI Concrete. Check it out.
Using dental floss to administer vaccines. And it's exactly what it sounds like. Floss that could be developed to administer vaccines. Basically, there's a certain kind of area in the gum that it could be used because many infections do go through the mouth, nose, and lungs. And AI is doing a lot. Now, it has shown that it can make concrete that absorbs carbon and lasts almost forever. It's only an AI model right now, but this concrete could reduce emissions, again, absorb carbon, and survive extreme weather like wildfires. And then did you see this first of its kind crystal laser? It's powering some cool things. It's an eye-safe laser that works at room temperature. Basically, it's a more precise laser and it could be used in autonomous vehicles and advanced sensors. Thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
Very back to the future. All right, and at number 1 in our countdown, President Trump hosted Ukraine's president and several European leaders at the White House Monday for talks about how to end the war with Russia. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said after talks with President Trump, the next meeting should include Russian President Vladimir Putin. The White House would like to push forward with a summit with the two leaders in the next 2 weeks, saying they don't want to wait a month while people are dying. All right, that's it for us for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on Kens 5 Plus. Be sure to check us out next week for another round of headlines. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.